Everybody, it's Fred Hassan with Sit Mean Sit Dog Training and our video for the day. What I'm going to show you today is some pile drills without even having to put out a pile. I call this pile drill with no pile. It's going to be fundamentals of teaching a dog to run straight. I'm going to move back slowly like you see me doing here and only use one bumper. It's more difficult for a dog to run straight with a bumper in his mouth, and it will build more focus. The beginning phase of this, where the dog might drop it early and go after the other bumper too soon, has already been trained in this particular dog. So we start him off close. He has to cross the board and get to the other bumper. We also start him with a bumper in his mouth. We send him straight over the board, and right at the bumper he drops it, picks it up, turns straight, and back over the board. He can only pick up the other bumper, and he can't drop the one that he's going there with until he is at the bumper. In the beginning stages, he'll drop it early and go after the other one, but that's a whole nother video. You can use a jump or any other object for him to go over on his way out there as a visual target for him. I will bring this all the way down to a small frisbee. Not expect his speed to be as good as it would be without the bumper at first. It's like a dog walking with a muzzle for the first time. The bumper in their mouth makes things very strange on their way out, but they're usually more comfortable on their way back because they're used to returning things, not going out with something. I put my left hand up, but he turned the wrong way, so I stopped him, leaned over to the other side to make it easier for him, put my right hand up. But he already knows this stuff, so I'm gonna, on this next one here, I'm going to lean to the side that it looks like I'm going to put him to. I'm leaning one way, but I'm going to put my right hand up, and I want him paying attention to the hand that goes up, and he did a good job there. He knows this. It's a constant game of raising the bar and showing him different looks. And you can see we're still just playing off of this one bumper that's out there. They have to concentrate a lot more on the casts when you're doing these constantly with a bumper in their mouth than they would if they didn't have it. He's already had this board paired with sit whistles, so this makes the sit whistle very easy for him. And then turning off that board or through a hula hoop, as you've seen on earlier video, ties it all together for him, and it's just keeping, this is just a big game of fundamentals here. Sometimes these dogs will anticipate that whistle and run to the board. So here I'm going to just test him and blow it right before the board. And that's what I want to see, him not carrying it through to the board, but stopping where he is. Now he turned the wrong way, so I'm going to call him in, stop him, and redo it again. And then he's on the, straighten him out there. He's got a very tight angle for him to cut this with the left hand, but you'll see he's very aware, comes right through it. A lot of fundamentals here. All right, here you'll see him try to return with the same one that he brought out. He thinks I'm going to miss this thing here. So I just stop him. No correction, no nothing. Everything still looks the same. Cast him back. Does the right thing. Now, if he dropped that one that he's bringing out early, I'd just stop him, make him pick that one up again, and continue on his way. Here's another slick move he's got up his sleeve. He'll just stop right in front of it, sit, but it gives me a real tight turn around to go back. So Again, no nose, no anything, just giving him another cast and another thing. He knows what to do. On his return on this one, you'll see that board between the visual picture and me giving him the come and whistle with my right hand a little off to the side really pairs that together for him, so he can make that comparison that he has to, move a little to his right on his return. And I know the speed's there if I take the bumper out of his mouth, so I'm not really concerned about it. He's just learning this as a phase he has to go through. And as I said, if you watch closely, you'll see his returns are always faster than his go-outs, which they aren't normally. It's just the opposite. But he's more comfortable returning with a bumper than he is going out with one. And that's why there is this. But normally he's faster the other way. And this drill will help his speed without the bumper, also as his focus and his understanding through distraction gets better. And right now this bumper is just a distraction for him. You'll see here he's going to try to take the scenic route, but the only way is through the board. So, until tomorrow, sit means sit.